Hey crafters, welcome to day 7 of the 12 days of Christmas crafts. I hope that you've enjoyed it so far. I have loved making so many different crafts. I just love trying new things. If this is your first time here, I'm Sarah and I love all things craft. Today's craft is made from an SVG that I created last year. It's a lovely Merry Christmas 3D shadow box. The file has 6 layers and you can cut them from any colour cardstock that you like. You'll actually see as you watch this video that I changed my mind about what colour I wanted it after I'd cut them out. Now this SVG is available in my Etsy store and my Creative Fabrica store. But for the next week, I'm going to give it to you for free. You'll be able to download it from my website and I'll leave the link in the description below. So even if you don't make it now, grab the file while it's free and keep it for later. When it's made up, this shadow box looks amazing and it will be a great addition to your Christmas decor or give it to a friend as a gift. Now, let's get crafting. Now today's project is an SVG that I created last year. It's a layered SVG that you can make into a 3D shadow box. This one is the Merry Christmas one with snowflakes. So you can grab this SVG from Etsy or Creative Fabrica if you have a subscription. But I'm also, as part of the 12 days of Christmas crafts, I'm going to give it to you for free for the next week. So I'll put the link in the description below so that you can download it from my website and then you can make this 3D shadow box. So when it first comes into Design Space, you can see that there are the 6 layers down the side here. If you ungroup them, you can see them individually. There we go, there's all the layers. Let's just pop them back together. So what I'm going to need to do is resize it. Now it comes in as 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters. Now you just need to resize it to the size of your frame. The frame I have is about 15 centimeters square. So that it fits in, I'm just going to resize it at 14.5. You probably don't want to go too much smaller than that because there are some intricate details in this, and if it's too small, it doesn't cut out very well. So once we've resized it, that's pretty much it. We're ready to cut it out. The biggest decision you'll need to do is to decide what colors you want to make it. So I'm going to leave it as these colors and cut it out from this. Let's go make it. So as you can see, all of the layers come in there and we click continue. What I do recommend when you cut it out is you use cardstock for intricate cut. Now that will do 2 passes over the cardstock when you cut it out. It just gives a lot cleaner cut, helps you get it off the mat, makes it look a bit better. That's what I found. So if we click on that and then we just send it to our Cricut. Let's cut it. So I've cut out all the pieces. These are all the layers that I need to make this 3D Merry Christmas. Now I'm just going to stick the bottom layers together with glue. You can do the layers however you like. You can make them all with 3D tape in between them if you like to give it even more depth. I just like to stick some of the layers together. So I just stuck the second layer onto the bottom layer. And then with the next layer, I'm going to use the 3D foam tape. So I'm just going to stick it around. I didn't stick too much on, just a little bit here and there, along the edges and a little bit in the middle, just to give it a bit of stability. And what I didn't realize when I taped this was my nails actually match that first layer. Just pop some bits in the middle just so that it doesn't sag a little bit. You don't need too much, and placement of these is entirely up to you. And then the fun job of peeling off the backing. I hate this part. And I wish it was this fast in real life. It is not. Now with this next part, I find that if you find a frame that you can use the edge of, you can easily line up the corners, because when you start sticking this 3D foam tape together, it can be really sticky. So using the frame can be really helpful. So that's my first layer's done. Now with the next layer, I'm just going to glue that one on as well. And then just pop that one on top. Press it down. Originally I cut out a black Merry Christmas to go over the top, so I'm just going to continue making this one with the black one, and you'll see what I did after. This one has some little fiddly bits, so it's just a matter of making sure the glue gets on every piece. I found dotting it was easiest. And then I just glued the first 2 layers together. It took a bit of adjusting and I had to move things around just to make sure they were in the right place. Get out my tweezers, move things around, double stick some things that maybe hadn't stuck properly the first time. But once I'd got it right, it was all fixed. So then I got my foam tape back out and I just used that to put these 2 layers together. So the top 2 have been glued together, the rest are already together, and I just used foam tape between these 2 layers just to give it that little bit more depth. And then again, pull off the backs. And miraculously, it's all done. Use the frame again just to line these 2 layers up, because I really do find that it's helpful. And the last thing you want is it not to be square, because it doesn't look very good. So I just adjust the Merry Christmas, because it wasn't quite stuck down. And there we go. Looks great. I popped it in a frame and it looked good. But then I decided that I didn't like the black, so I cut another one out of white. So then I proceeded to just stick this layer straight on top of the other ones. And I like that look much better. I think the black was just too much. You couldn't see it against the dark colours from behind. So the white just makes it pop a little bit. Pop that one back in the frame and voila, perfect. I love the way that one turned out, and I think it definitely looks better with the white on the front. What do you think? I'd love to know if you made one and what colours you used. Let me know in the comments. We still have 5 days left. And I just did a test of tomorrow's craft and it's a good one. You don't want to miss it. If you haven't signed up for my newsletter yet, there's a link in the description below. Make sure you do that so that you don't miss any of the videos. And also I give away a free SVG every month. So if you sign up for the newsletter, you won't miss that one either. You'll find all the links for today's video in the description below, along with the free SVG. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you did that. And I'll see you tomorrow for some more crafty adventures. And until then, you have a fabulous day and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.